Quiet your mind for a moment. Let me ask you one thing. What limits you? Athletes blame strength, height, or the unalterable nature of genetics. Yet this very year, someone will break an unbreakable record. Some cite a lack of mental prowess. You're bad at math or a slow reader, perhaps. Even so, some of the greatest minds in history would have been labeled learning disabled. Maybe your parent was ill-equipped to encourage you or buy you the right sneakers in junior high. Trivial as it may sound, it was a big deal then, and it may still be a mountain in your mind's eye. Napoleon Hill reminded us that whatever the mind believes, it can achieve. If that is true, and it is, what happens to the labeled child who believes they can never learn? What happens to a short basketball player who believes height is a limitation? What about the child, now adult, who had a lacking parent? Is that life's limitation? If you believe any one of these things, then yes, you are limited. These and many more are your self-limiting beliefs. If you quiet yourself long enough to dig, you'll find some. And that, my friend, is good news. Find those limiting beliefs and say out loud, the limits are off. They no longer serve me. Believe today that your dreams and goals are not only worth chasing but attainable because you are truly unlimited. Take confidence in the fact that the source of all potential will reveal the doors and pathways you must follow to accomplish what you believe you can accomplish. Belief drives behavior. New, unlimited beliefs about your potential can drive new behavior, new awareness, and new results. If you're going to believe something and reap a harvest, you might as well pick the belief that grows into something beautiful.
Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, just depending on when you're catching this live video. As always, I like to say thank you up front. I know that your time is valuable, and the time that you spend with me really, really means the world. So today's quote is from Friedrich Nietzsche, and it says, "Our destiny rules over us, even when we are not yet aware of it. It is the future that makes laws for our today." So, each week I try and think about different topics that I know will add value to those who I am talking with. And being that many people I have recently friended through Facebook may know me through the John Maxwell team, may know me from the Empowered Living community, may just know me from some of the knife communities that I belong to because I collect custom knives, or they've stumbled across my path through my personal life and have added me through Facebook. But there are many people who do not truly know a lot about my story and a lot about me and what made me decide to get into becoming a coach, a mentor, a trainer, and a speaker, right? And I kind of wanted to dive into that today, just to give you a overall view of kind of where my story kind of backs me and how I've came to be to where I'm at now. So I'm 45. I was born in Hartford, Connecticut. Was raised up pretty much without a father because my father decided he wanted to be a not so nice guy. We'll just leave it at that. Mom chose to move away from Connecticut. We moved to South Florida. He pursued us a little bit, but the last time I saw my father was when I was about 16 years old. So I didn't grow up with a father figure. With the reason that we had to leave Connecticut was many reasons. It had to do with a lot of violence that my mom had been going through. unfortunately me being sexually molested by my own father, and getting my sisters and me away from the environment we were in. Now, growing up in South Florida was okay. There was a lot of things that happened, but mom was a single mom trying to raise 3 kids, and I think that she did fairly well. I joined the military when I was 17, shipped off, and I went into the Air Force. And before I knew it, I was serving overseas in Okinawa, Japan, supporting Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Now, when I went in to the military, how I got into coaching was in 1992, a book was given to me. And it was a John Maxwell book, How to Develop the Leader Within You. And back then, management was the key phrase. Leadership was a new concept. It wasn't a word that was spoken in the capacity it is now. But I started reading and getting really, really into the book. And before I knew it, I was an element leader within the Air Force. And I was training and helping a group of men, guys, we were young men, and had people that I was leading. And I used that book to help me through my military career. And as I started learning more about John Maxwell and learning about leadership, he inspired me in a way that I can't ever, even in person, thank him for. But I will continue to try. So fast forward, I've been through 3 failed marriages. 3. I've got an education through my military background. And back in 2018, I weighed 417 pounds. I was in a rocky relationship with my 3rd wife. And I finally got approval for surgery to be able to lose weight through the surgery, which is just gastric sleeve. Well, April 17th of 2018, I went in for that surgery. And I had been through so much prior to. I fought for 5 years just to get this. Surgery was successful, but what I didn't know until I came out of surgery was my wife left me there in that hospital to be alone, to figure things out on my own. She had chosen it was time for her to go. So there I was, homeless, wifeless. I attempted to get out of the bed a few times, but I had lost so much blood during the surgery, I ended up having to go back and have 2 blood transfusions. But in addition to that year, I had kidney failure. And later on, I ended up realizing that I'd hurt my back severely, and I had a bulging disc pressing against my sciatic nerve, which I couldn't walk for 6 months. So I'd been through surgery. I lost my home. I lost my wife. I've been through 2 blood transfusions, kidney surgery, back surgery. And then July 3rd, my mom went to go be with God. And I lost her that same year. And she knew through everything that I had been through, they had a desire, a deep, deep want, and a goal to be a certified trainer and coach. And so with some money that was left to me, I went and got certified through the John Maxwell Team Certification Program. Also invested in neuro-linguistic programming and studied that as well. put money into finishing my education and finishing classes I needed. But through that, I learned that 2018 was the hardest year of my life. And what took me through that fight was two things. Mama told me over and over again that I was no quitter, that even if I had to deal with things one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, or 1 minute at a time, that I, of all people, would do it and get it done. And I did. But I had a deeper desire, and that was to help other people who were suffering, who were dealing with traumatic experiences in their lives. It had to deal with businesses who were not getting their leadership to do what they needed to do, who were suffering and didn't understand what it would take to be able to take people to that next level. And through my John Maxwell certification, I got DISC assist or DISC certified, which allows me to basically do human behavior analysis. That allows me to be able to dive deeper into people's personalities. In return, it allowed me to figure out more deeply who I am, my personality type. It let me understand through my coaching and through my development and through the training, through the John Maxwell certification and through my neuro-linguistic programming, that I was living life scared. And so I had to start establishing myself some way. I had gone through the certifications and I attended the International Maxwell Certification, IMC. I joined Mentorship, which is a program that allows you to reach out to people like Paul Martinelli, Roddy Galbraith, Christian Simpson, Chris Robinson, okay? And John Maxwell has many different trainings as well. But I didn't know where it was I wanted to go until I defined what it was I wanted to do and who I wanted to help. And I did that through 3 phases, whether that be passion, perseverance, and purpose, which is how I teach and coach those people who come under me. My clients, the people I work with, the people who want to work with me. So when I say that I can help people through traumatic experiences, I don't say it lightly. I say it from conviction of having to make it through my own issues. Whether that be some tough times in the military, whether that be back in 1991, 92 when Hurricane Andrews hit, I was stuck in the Everglades with a few other people trying to figure out how to survive for 2 days without any supervision. Whether that be trying to figure out why in the world I had a wife who decided at that time to leave me in a hospital by myself with no place to go. And it allowed me to have a lot of self-reflection, a lot of time to grow. So when I'm coaching and training people, I speak from the heart, but I give you an attitude of, I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. And as a coach, I keep it extremely professional because I know how to be empathetic and sympathetic to people's situations. But I teach from a standpoint of, this is what I've been through, and I can understand where you're coming from. And when those people really want to dive into my stories more, I share those experiences if we have time through their coaching sessions and through conversations. So I try to lift people up because when I'm lifting them up, I lift myself up. There are many coaches, speakers, and trainers who are out there, and so many of them are wonderful and will lead you down the path you need to go in. And so the reason why I do these live videos is to be able to make those connections with those people who I can connect with, who I can help, who I can support. And through that, We learn together and we grow and we develop. And in a business, we work on those training programs. We work on those guidelines. We learn how to develop your leadership skills. We learn how to set up proper training programs so your team can actually learn and grow and develop with your business. So today I wanted to dive in just to a little bit of my story to give you an understanding of, I come from a place of helping others truly with my heart, my soul. It's what I live for on a daily basis. When I get up, I'm thankful to God for the breath that I breathe and the fact that I'm 6 feet above ground. Even if you're not religious, I know that when you take a breath in the morning, it is a good sign that you have another day. So religious or not, it's a good feeling to know that you've been given another day, because it's inevitable. Our time will run out. And the way that I look at that is, what have I accomplished? What am I doing? So that way, if you will, if my bucket list, has things been checked off? Am I ready to seek whatever it is that's going to happen when my time has come? So I'm here for everyone. I'm here for everyone who I know who I can help. Those people who need and desire and want coaching. But more importantly, I'm here to support my friends, the community of coaches that I'm a part of, through the knife communities and my huge passion for EDC, or Everyday Carry Adams. I love being a part of these different groups and organizations. But what I love the most is being able to share other people's journeys and help them walk through what they're going through. So when we're done with a session or a coaching experience, they have an understanding, they have goals, they have questions that are answered, and they know where they need to go to take that next step, to guide them in the next direction. Same thing with a business. We do an outline. We set you up. We figure out and set some certain goals for your business through your training. What that looks like depends on your business specifically, because I cater it for each individual business different each time. So as always, I hope that this information at least helps you understand me a little bit more. Gives you some insight to who Rick Levesque is, what I'm about. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to assist you, and wherever that journey may take you. So, until the next time we talk, be well and be blessed, and take care of yourself and each other. And we'll see y'all real soon.